Hello, everyone. You are listening to Couch Coaches, the podcast edition. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a while since you heard from me, but I'm back, and there's a lot that's happened. So, in our show today, I'm definitely gonna recap I'm gonna recap some things that's happened since our last podcast. Also, I'm gonna talk about the draft, the NBA draft, which is on Thursday. That's a big deal. A lot's happened over just this past weekend that's dealing with the draft, and also I've got some things that I need to talk about with Colin Kaepernick and just things that's going on with him and things that he's doing. So to start off, let's recap. Since the last time I talked to you guys, it was after game 2, and I was giving my prediction on what I thought was gonna happen and what I think the Cavs need to do to change, and what I thought Golden State need to do to keep going. And as we saw, Golden State won. I was right. I wasn't totally right though. I said 6. They won in 5. So there's that. But all in all, I was right. And what happened? And we knew this from the beginning that Golden State was gonna win. At least I did. I knew we all predicted this from the beginning of the season that it was going to be these two teams, and it happened, and Golden State won, and they just looked too much for Cleveland. And it's not that Cleveland has a bad team or anything like that. Cleveland has a great team. They were a championship team last year, but they didn't have enough, and maybe we're going to talk about later on what Cleveland can do to help change that. So, but yeah, so that's really what happened. It was just a recap of what happened back then. LeBron's still great. I don't think this finals loss took anything away from LeBron. He's still a great player. He's still, in my books, the second best player. Mike's, of course, the first. But just because this finals loss, it really has nothing to do with his legacy, and I truly believe that. I feel like people are trying to diminish his legacy because of these finals losses, but I think LeBron will eventually end up going to more finals than any other player, and I truly believe that. And so if that's the case, I'd rather go to the finals and lose than not go to the finals at all. Who cares if you're undefeated if you've only been to 6? I'd rather be the 10 and lose 3 and win 7. Like, you still had to get there. You know what I'm saying? You still had to get to the top. So it is what it is. All congrats to KD. People should look. I don't care how you feel about KD. The man went out there, played at a very high level, won Finals MVP. He won those games. To be honest, he was the X factor in the whole Finals. In every single game, KD came to play. And you got to give him credit for that. Unlike Kyrie and LeBron was there every game, but unlike Kyrie wasn't there every game. He didn't show up every game. Steph didn't show up he showed up almost every game, but not every game. But Kevin Durant was there every single game. Him and LeBron both. If Brown would have found a way to win this series, I would have said LeBron James would have been Finals MVP because he played that well. He averaged a triple-double, the first player to ever average a triple-double in the finals, which was just an amazing accomplishment, and shows truly how great of a player LeBron James is, and how lucky we are to see such a great player on such a big stage. It's really amazing. But to transition into the NBA draft, which is on Thursday. Everybody's excited for that. There's a lot going on. So this weekend, I was in the movie theater, right? Me and my friend were in the movie theater, about to watch the Tupac movie, which, we were very excited for. And I get a notification on my phone saying that my team, the Philadelphia 76ers, traded their third pick to get the first overall pick in the NBA draft and they were reportedly going to be taking Markelle Fultz. Now, this trade is not definite yet. It's supposed to be definite by the end of today. So it's it's still not. It's not a definite, but it's they don't see anything stopping it. They say it's going to go through. So, as I was saying, I was in the movie theater and I was shocked. And I turned to my friend and I was like, wow, we just got the first overall pick and they're supposed to take Markelle Fultz. Now, if you guys listened to my last podcast, you heard me talk about the NBA draft and how I wasn't so high on Markelle and how I don't really think he should be the first overall pick. And I still feel true to that. When I saw it, I was surprised and I was really, to be honest, I was really upset because I don't know about, like, I'm very skeptical about this guy, and I do think he could be a bust. I really do think he's going to be a bust. And here's my reasonings for this. Markelle, first, he's a freshman, and he really hasn't played on that big of a stage. He played in the Pac-12, and he played at Washington, and he only won 2 games. He only won 2 games in the Pac-12. There really wasn't anybody in the Pac-12 this year. You had Oregon, top team, give him that. UCLA, top team. But that's really it. You had 2 good teams. He didn't really play against too high of a caliber team. Like, he didn't play against anybody who was that hard of a team. So, for me, in my mind, I'm just confused on how you're the best player, right? You're the best player in this draft, and you only found a way to win 2 games the whole season, and you didn't make it into the tournament. And then people give me, I talk to people, I talked to a few of my friends who, work for different radio stations, stuff like that, just to get their opinions, and they talk about the Ben Simmons correlation between the two, like that Ben Simmons wasn't a winner. He didn't. Yeah, but Ben Simmons. Here's my thing to rebuttal that. Ben Simmons was in the SEC, which is definitely a better conference than the Pac-12, if we're gonna be brutally honest. And Ben Simmons won more than 2 games. He won more than 2. He won 10, 12 games. So he didn't only win 2. So there's where I can really refute that refute the similarities and the comparisons between the two. Because in my mind, if you're in a lower conference and you're playing lower competition, you should be able to win more than 2 games if you're that good of a player. And you're that. And I saw his numbers. He averaged 23 points a game, 5 assists, 6 boards. Great numbers. And I'm not going to dispute the numbers that he has. He has great numbers. But none of those numbers translated into winning. And this is the same thing that I have this is the same argument I have when we talk about Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double, but it didn't lead his team to being a top 5 in the rankings in the West. At all, it didn't. It hit him averaging a triple-double didn't propel his team to being top 5 in their conference. They got into the playoffs, yes, but it didn't really help. It didn't help their team win at all. So, I shouldn't say it didn't help the team at all. It helped the team win, but it didn't help them win enough. So, getting back to Markelle, I need to see. I'm just skeptical about it. I already know who the Sixers are going to pick. They're going to pick Markelle. I guess you got to do it, but me personally, I wouldn't. To be honest, I think the best player that's going to come out of this whole draft is De'Aaron Fox. That kid is something special. He plays great defensively. He's so athletic, quick off the ball. The only problem I have with De'Aaron Fox is his shot. That's something he's gonna work. He's got to work on. He's got to get that shot better. He's got to be able to shoot, because if you can't shoot in the NBA, you're useless. Especially as a point guard now. Every top tier point guard, I should say, is able to shoot the ball. So, if you're going to be a top player in the NBA, you need to find a way to shoot the ball, and he's got to find a way. Lonzo Ball, you guys know how I feel about him. I don't really want the Sixers to take him either. If since they're at number one, his shooting style I'm not a fan of. Defensively, I feel like he's a big defensive liability. I don't know if he can do it. I don't know if he can guard at the NBA level. But I wouldn't. And here's the hardest thing for me. I don't even have somebody. There's not a player in this draft where I'm like, oh yeah, they're a definite number one overall pick. There's nobody in that draft for me. Everybody's saying Markelle, and I'm not saying Markelle's not a good player, but I'm saying the kid's young, he's inexperienced, and I don't know if he didn't even play in the tournament. You didn't even see him on a big stage. And he didn't go to like a top tier. He went to Washington. It's in the Pac-12. It's just so many questions that I have about this kid that I hope the Sixers really did their due diligence, and I hope that they really know what kind of player that they're getting. Look, the kid can shoot. I will give him that. He can shoot. But when I watch his film, when I watch him play, he's not he's not crazy athletic. Like, he's somewhat athletic. He's not really too fast either. I feel like that's definitely going to hurt him when he's playing against these guards. These other quick guards, John Wall, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, like all these other like quick guards. Like, you gotta have some. He has good lateral quickness, but he doesn't have that front and back quickness that you would like to see. So yeah, those are my questions with him. It's just I'm just skeptical. It's just like I just don't know. I really don't know. But time will tell, and we'll just have to wait and see. But let's get to the other half of this trade. The Celtics gave up their first overall pick, and they traded to the Sixers. Now the Celtics have the third overall pick and maybe a first rounder next year from the Sixers. Or if they don't get that first rounder because it's a Laker protected pick, they could get the Sixers 2019 pick. So there's a lot of, either way, the Celtics made out. To be honest, I think the Celtics made out a little bit better, but that's just my opinion. But so anyway, the Celtics, now they're at the third pick. So before this whole trade happened, Indiana called Philly to try and get Philly to trade their third overall pick. Sorry, not Indiana. My fault. Chicago called Philly to try and trade them their third overall pick for Jimmy Butler. They were shopping Jimmy Butler before this trade went down. But Philly reportedly denied, wanted to go with the youth thing and get a younger player to, grow with Embiid and Simmons and make the team better and younger. So they denied. So then that's when Philly started talking to the Celtics about trading for the first overall pick. So then I feel like that happened. So now I feel like the Celtics are in the hunt for Jimmy Butler. Now, if Jimmy Butler goes to the Celtics, that's going to be a big deal. If they trade that third overall pick for Jimmy Butler, I feel like that's a great move for the Celtics. Look, the first overall pick wasn't going to do anything for the Celtics. No matter who you took at number one, they were going to need time. The Celtics don't have time. Their time is now. If they want to go get a championship and they want to go get a ring, their time is now. So, that trade was great for them. Now they have the third overall pick. Now they could trade that pick to get Jimmy Butler. They add Jimmy Butler to that team. LeBron may have to worry. He really might. Because you got Isaiah Thomas, Jimmy Butler, you got Avery Bradley, you got Gordon. You may even be able to get Gordon Hayward. Like if they. So then, let's say you get Jimmy Butler, and then you go sign Gordon Hayward. Wow, that's a team. That's a team